Data sources are tables. A single data source is made up of columns and rows, similar to Excel. Its purpose is to store data and interact with screens. When a user logs into the app, and they are connected to the internet, the device will download the data sources and store the information locally. This allows the user to work offline or with a very limited connection. There are 4 types of data sources: app, connected, system, and user-defined. System data sources cannot be modified by admins. These are reserved for very specific functions. However, the data stored within can be utilized in forms and other areas of the platform. The active users data source stores information about users that exist in your account. This information can then be accessed in forms. Consider the following scenario. You create a form that must be sent as a task to another specific user in your account. A choices field can be added to the form and connected to the active user's data source. When the user opens the choices field on the app, a list of active users is available for selection. The entry history, entry drafts, and incomplete tasks data sources are device-specific and store information as the names suggest. The tables of information are designed to work in the background and cannot be manipulated or customized. However, they can be accessed using listing screens and presented to users for a custom experience. User-defined data sources are tables of information that admins upload through the web portal using an Excel spreadsheet. The data can be edited directly in the browser until there are 100 rows or 50 columns, whichever is reached first. Once the data source is locked, the data can be modified in a variety of ways. The first is simply by exporting the data source, making changes, and uploading it back in. Another way is by building forms that create, edit, and delete the rows. This is the recommended approach if other forms in your system update the data source. The final method of updating a data source is utilizing our Open API using REST. Connected data sources allow you to pull data in from an external source. Pre-built connectors can be accessed in the data source settings. Most connectors require a previously established connection to the external service on the connections page of the web portal. Connected data sources may never be modified in the browser and cannot be updated by forms or the API as they are solely dependent on the external service and therefore locked.